Okay, so we're here with the cast. This isn't the entire cast. We're missing two people, but I'll let them go ahead and introduce themselves first, and we could start with you.
My name is Hector Alexander de Jesus Peguero, and I played Axel in the movie.
In the movie. I like how you swung that. Thank you.
So
yes.
Hector was the
lovely
groom. Yashime was a bride, and Ashika May as well.
And let's talk a little bit about what that experience was like for you. I'm going to start right here with you, young lady. Introduce yourself so that our viewing audience could get to know this beautiful face.
My name is Ashikume Phillips, and as my brother just said, I was one of the brides in the movie.
What was that experience like for you? Was this the first time you ever engaged in acting?
Actually, no, this isn't my first time. We did a film last year, Paradise 48. The name of the film was Cherry.
Okay.
And that wasn't the first time either, but that was like the first time being.
We have a natural actress in the Phillip family. I love that.
She was actually awarded last year Best Actress.
Best Actress. Congrats on your accomplishments. Accolades for you. All right, and then I'm going to bounce it off to that beautiful young lady over at the end. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Yashime David, and I played the second bride in the movie.
And what was that experience like for you? Because your role is really intriguing and it keeps us at the edge of our seats. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about that.
My experience with acting, I haven't acted in a film like this before. I used to do theater a lot at school, but it's a different experience because one, you get to prepare for your lines, and as Emmanuel discussed before, you don't really get lines or a lot of preparation because of the time limit. And also it's a lot more like exaggerated movements when you're like on stage with like theater. So this was definitely a new like experience for channeling like different types of like realistic emotions.
And how did you prepare for that? Because your character went through a variety of emotions. Mm-hmm. How did you prepare for that role?
I think it really just took channeling, like you don't really have time to prepare for like the lines obviously, but just channeling a lot of emotion, kind of putting myself in the mental state of just having like, going through the experiences that the character goes through in the movie.
And you sold us very well. You did that convincingly. Now, vamos a hablar con el hombre, la cual las mujeres se volvieron locas. You see, I can do this in English and in Spanish because he is from the Dominican Republic. So we want to keep our community multicultural. Let's talk a little bit about that. What was that experience like for you, working with this great project?
It was a very amazing experience. It's actually my second time filming. Mm-hmm. Last year we did the film Cherry, so it was really exciting. And Emmanuel told me we was gonna do it again, so I just said let's do it, let's go with it.
Y para la comunidad hispana, ¿qué es lo que mensaje a ti te gustaría dejarle saber a la gente hispana?
Que si cualquier sueño que ustedes tengan, levántense y corran por ello.
Eso me encanta. So the translation to that, any dream that you have, chase them.
Yes.
Chase them. I love that. All right. So how did you collaborate together as a team? Was there any time where you just wanted to beat each other up, strangle each other's neck? How did that work?
Well.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
I know we don't have one of the cast members on here, but he was a headache on set, and I'll tell you, it was my dad. He was the aficionado. He was the aficionado for the wedding.
Yes.
And we had some little problems with lines because, like she explained as well, we didn't have a script, so it was like line by line. We kind of know the situation, and you take it from there, and then we'll be like, okay, that sounds good. That's what we're gonna keep doing, right? And we could not get him to say, we are gathered here today. So because of that, I was like, oh my gosh. And then, but that's all a part of the entire process. The collaboration that had to happen, it was the kind of collaboration that I feel a lot of creatives need, because sometimes when a project is like in front of you, you have to do what you have to do to get it done.
Absolutely.
And at so many different points during working on this project, there were opportunities to just say we just give up. Even down to like turning it in. We had to turn our films in by 8:30 p.m. And my film got submitted at 8:26. So even pushing it to that deadline, you know,
Yeah.
it's a lot of times that you can give up, but like you said, you have to chase these
You have
dreams.
to chase your dreams. What was that experience like? I want to bounce it back to you. Being recognized as Best Actress. She already had that from Cherry, so now you had to follow in the footsteps. What was that like for you, Cira?
To be honest, I was pretty surprised. I think it was because when we first saw the film, and at the film festival, they presented we saw them all like back to back, and
Yes.
he explained it was the first time I was seeing the film. For one, all of the other actresses were absolutely amazing, especially in I especially like the Conte and
Yes.
Hitch. Those actors were
Mhm.
absolutely amazing.
I like those two, but I like this one the best.
Okay.
I'm very biased. All right. So, what is next for our distinguished filmmaker of the U.S. Virgin Islands? What projects do you have in mind? What should we be looking forward to?
Well, you should definitely be looking for more short films, and then beyond that, feature-length films, shot locally, produced by locals, local actors and actresses, beautiful locations, and just amazing stories that we don't normally get to see within our own community.
I love that, and I think you captured a lot of that in the movie as well.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of the scenes, because what we didn't talk about were that you had to depict certain things within the
right.
elements of the film.
That's right.
Like you have to have stairs. Like if those that don't listen those that don't hear will what?
Who don't head up?
Who don't hear will what?
And, you know,
Feel.
everybody here knows that
Yeah,
phrasing. So
yeah,
it was
yeah.
that, the prominent stairs. You had to
Yes.
have a thatched broom. So when you watch the movie, look out for that. And also, the last one was a religious figure, which was our other cast member.
Our cast members. Well, we feel very privileged of having this cast here today on One. And of course, we've kept the element of surprise simply because that's what we do. We like surprises. So we didn't reveal the name because as we exit this particular segment, we want to leave our audience with a captive message that locally grown, locally made, family-oriented filmmaker right here, winner of the 5th Paradise 48 Film Festival. See, I even get
Yes.
tongue twisted with that. Because look, I got goosebumps. That's why I'm getting tongue twisted.
Oh yeah, well let me
Because
show.
I've watched you evolve.
Let
and
me
that's
show
what people
this.
don't understand, that I've watched this young man just grow.
That's the shirt right there. That's what we got this year. So on the back, Paradise 48. It says write, shoot, edit, and score. That's what you got to do in 2 days, and that's what we did.